then we'll have you do that superset again.
Bringing it up to here before that.
No.
Or am I wanting to hit like from this position here to the cross blade rather than cross body bottom? Or is there really like, it's just depending upon like whatever like I want to do with it, as long as I'm going through one of those landmarks?
Well, so the landmarks specifically are going to be to help us cue our students. So if your student is totally missing out on like the cross blade, well, then the cross blade gives us a point where we can help drill that in. And actually, Josh, you're actually asking the questions that will be prevalent to this next demo. Okay. Right. You're going to have to make room for your shoulders to be comfortable. And let's see what this looks like. Okay. Has anybody heard my metaphor in writing cursive?
No.
Still slow. It's like writing in cursive. All right. We take these moves, we work on the transition where one move connects to the next move. And so I would say going from landmark, the landmark is the print. But once we start going from landmark, transitioning through landmarks, then we start making cursive. Now I want you guys to focus on my chest, and I want you to see motherfucking cursive. Once you see the cursive letter that I am spelling, I want you guys to tell me. Crescent swing. Transition. Crescent swing. Transition. Crescent.
Are you making a W?
Almost. What is in the middle of the W?
Circle.
A U.
First letter of my name?
L.
Lowercase.
An L.
Do you see a lowercase L? Up, swoop, down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, full circle it.
Okay, so you can kind of see 1, 2, 3. It might look like a ribbon, right? And so we know how to spell L. How do we spell O? How do we spell B? How do we spell E? How do you flow to love?
Oh.
Did you guys see it?
I saw it.
Did you see the O? What was the O?
The
The O was
360.
360.
Very good. What was the B?
Cross
The
bodies.
sword means the step back.
Push throw.
Yeah, just the
Thing.
And what was the E?
The E was the turnaround pivot crescent swing.
So homework. Fun homework. Great creative homework for you and your family. Spell your name.
Oh,
Oh,
God damn it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. Fuck
And
yes.
if you have a nickname, spell
Damn it.
the nickname.
God damn
Damn
it.
it.
Guys,
Jamie,
all right. So yeah, boom, brains blow up. It gets worse, okay? It gets better, all right? What's your client dealing with? What's your client dealing with right now? Whatever that word is, it's your job to find out. And then what are we going to do?
Spell it.
Let's fucking make a flow that spells whatever that thing is, and we can celebrate it, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's ugly. I spelled love. All right. Why? Because we paid attention. All right. We saw an L, and then we moved and grooved with it. Guys, that homework is for you. You don't have to share it with me, but man, wouldn't that be cool? Man, think about your students. Your students are going to have the same reaction you just had when you go post that later.
I'm really excited to see The Alchemist.
I was just gonna say. Like, man, that's gonna be some work.
Hey, you guys have seen astrology, Orion's belt?
Yeah.
The belt makes sense, but none of Orion makes sense. It's really just dots. It doesn't make sense. So I want the flow to make sense to you. All right. Shout out to Munster, Manus, and Quinn for showing up for our steel mace animal. I heard there were some very creative ways to get up and to get down. We're going to talk about the exclamation mark at the end of a sentence. Prince, what happens when you put an exclamation point at the end of a sentence?
It shows excitement, urgency.
Boom!
Things get loud. Yeah, exactly.
Things get fucking loud.
Hell yeah.
What happens if I punch the floor with my mace?
Exclamation point.
Does the sentence stop?
No.
Nope.
Kind of does.
Yeah.
Because, check it out.
Oh.
Sentence, not stopping. Not stopping. Who knows what I'm spelling? Who knows what I'm spelling? Boom.
Yeah.
Dramatic pause. Anytime there is a dramatic pause, we call that the thinking man. You guys have seen the thinking man?
Right.
Have you ever seen somebody flowing and they hit a pose and you go, oh?
Yeah.
It's important to have two different speeds. We learned this in level 1, but we learned slow and fast. What about dead stop? Dead stop's powerful, okay?
Yeah.
Showing them your straight lines, all right? So whenever we have an opportunity to do a thinking pose, let's really do it. And so right now we're going to go through a quick demo on a thinking pose or flow, something that I've been doing for a while. You've seen me do it, and now you'll see the thinking periods in it. You'll see the dead stop thinking, and then you will see the thinking in movement. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if I'm doing a mace animal, which way am I going? Left leg 2.
Right.
I'm going to pivot over, keeping my back leg long, and I'm going to make my first superhero landing. Right? Here's my first thinking pose. Boom. There's my second. Boom. My elbow connects to my knee. And this connecting to my elbow towards my knee, really it helps me not lift with my back. And now, if you notice, for those of you who have floors, is my mace touching the floor or is my elbow touching my knee? Coach, I don't want to hit the floor. I get it. Neither do I. Option 1, option 2. Either way, I'm thinking. Strong back. Big heart. All right, and so for those of you who have a mace, let's go ahead and give that a little bit of a try. Long leg in the back. Longer leg, Jay. Yep. Looking good, Nathan. Yes. Boom. Yes, Months. Yes, Madness. Yes, sir. I want the artistry. You guys keep moving. I don't want it to be in the mace move. That's too easy. I want the feeling to be when the knee and elbow connect and the back folds over. That's the feeling. That's where you can think. Beautiful. Man, see if you can switch hands once you're in that arrow. Yep, so your left hand's gonna go to the top. Yes, and let's punch the floor. There you go. We have our thinking man, we have our arrow out the other side. And now Manus gets to fold back into that posture. And while he's doing this flow, I'm thinking, what's he going through? And then Manus changes it. Instead of connecting with the knee, he goes proud chest, superhero landing. Different. Boom. Yes, Manus, open the hand. Open the backhand. Open the right hand. Yes. Boom. Boom. Time. Beautiful. What a beautiful way to move. I saw that. I saw that, Jay. You're looking smooth, man. Yes. All right. Time. Beautiful work. Okay. Got a big screen. All right. Cursive L. For those of you who have a mace, you're going to want to do this with me. Tricky. All right, guys, we're going to go from our bottom punch, prayer, bottom punch all the way around to our crescent. Crescent, prayer, crescent. From the back to the front, clap your hands. From the front to the back, from the back to the front, clap your hands. And I want your shoulders to open up towards the mace. Guys, where's my shield? I'm guarding my heart, but your shield can be wherever. All right. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to add our guide to our cursive L. This is a thing of beauty. What is our guide? Our guide is when we take our spare hand to lift the mace. So my hand has a job to stay attached to the mace. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. I'm going to watch you guys for just a second. 20 seconds. Looking good, Jay. Yep. Monster looking good. Quinn, your mace tail needs to arc a little bit more. So with this hand, I think you're on the top of the mace. I'm going to push at the bottom of the mace, and that's what's going to make the mace stand up, is the pushing of the pad of my thumb into the mace will make that guy stand up. Yep. Yep. For those of you who are having trouble with this, and it seems like we're pretty clear, I would want you to go through landmark 1, landmark 2, landmark 3, landmark 4, and back, and through. Guys, penmanship can be practiced slow. I want you to hit all of the landmarks. Just a second longer. Yes, yes, yes. Nathan looking good. Okay, guys, when I say crescent, what do you think of? When I say crescent, what do you think of?
The moon.
What? Huh?
Just like an arcing motion, or the moon, like
The moon. A moon. And so now you will learn the moon step. Okay? Very easy. Let's go and set our mace down. My left foot is going to step cross and back, and then I'm going to rotate. So it's a back step, and if you look at my foot, it makes a crescent.
Yeah. Instead
of doing our dragon step, I'm going to make an arch with my foot.
Oh.
So as if I'm in the sand, crescent step in the sand. Very good. Crescent, crescent, crescent back, crescent forward. Yep, 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 yep. Everybody's looking good.
Now, Coach, real quick, so that crescent step.
Yeah.
The curious mind wants to know. So, and I just did this because it's something that's just I normally do.
Yeah.
So I take this crescent step, take my right leg, hit that crescent step, but
Yeah.
then my left leg, like using that back foot kind of like in an active tall or like a
Yeah.
soft step almost, to
Yeah.
take out, to drive into that and then take my front leg and swing it back over.
Yeah, so Monster, I wanted to see your back.
Right.
And then I want you to retrace for now.
Okay, gotcha.
So you're showing me your back, then you're showing me your front. So retrace the way you came, right on? Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, now we're just gonna, this is the great thing about the human body. You don't need to teach somebody heel to toe pivot, right? If I step back and I stretch my leg out, my toe lifts and I pivot on, it's that easy. To go back, I have to get on my heel, my heel has to come up off of the floor. So just having your students practicing back step into front step is a real neat way to train them on how to spin from heel to toe. So just take a second, and as you're doing your back step or your crescent step back, what is your heel and toe doing?
Little dance.
Little dance. And how many of us have done that dance here?
Oh, all the time.
Actually,
All the
up,
time.
toe in, toe up, heel down. How many of us have done that? All of us.
All of it.
But if you look at this, this is not a full 180. This is from facing front to facing right. But now we are going from facing front to facing back. So fun stuff. All right, let's get into funner stuff. My mace handle goes up. My heel goes up. Simple. My mace handle goes back. My foot goes back. Forward. Back. Forward. How many of you, when you're doing this, the mace is staying in front of you rather than going behind? If you're doing that, right, the mace is probably staying in front. Are you guys seeing that? Or feeling that?
Yeah.
Good job, Munster. Good job, Madness. Good job, Quinn. Good job, Nathan. Good job, Jay. Howard, looking good. Guys, why is that? Why is it that the crescent swing that went behind us is now going in front of us?
Press
You're
180.
needing momentum.
We added a switch by rotating. Check it out. Is the mace on the left side of me or the right side of me?
Left,
And then if I do this,
left.
it's kind of on the same side, but because I did a 180 pivot, there is a switch. All right. This might not make sense just yet. Keep watching. I'm going to do mace goes up and back, foot goes up and back. From there, I will do my Percival. From there, I'll do another crescent swing, and the foot will go back. All right, so check it out. I go back. Once I've rotated, I'm going to switch hands.
Oh,
From here, I'll switch back. And switch back. Look, right leg goes back. Right leg goes forward. Right leg goes back. Right leg goes forward. Right leg goes back. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Forward. Tail goes up, heel goes up. Tail goes up, heel goes up. Reclaim your territory. Back, forward, back, forward. Keep going. Very good, Jay. Looking terrific. Madness, let's go one leg stepping at a time. So you got right leg back, right leg forward. Right leg back, right leg forward.
switch, right leg forward. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Coach.
Monster looking good. Very good. Very beautiful. Monster. Yes. Keep working. Keep working. Everybody's eyes on Coach Munster. Munster, you're going to keep working. Monster, bend your knees. Get low like you're getting ready to kick someone's ass, like you're hunting, like you're swinging a sword. Lower. Lower and wider.
Ah, yeah.
Lower and wider. Almost looks like a lateral lunge to me, friends. And time. Monster, way to go, dude. Guys, try it out.
Yeah.
Monster, way to go. All right, guys, so let's try it out. I am going to just lower my base. Lateral lunge. Almost a squatty stance. Lateral. Looking good. Yep. Madness, go lateral lunge on one side and in a squatty stance on the forefront. So back lateral lunge, then facing the screen, short skip and stance. Beautiful. Okay, now as we go through this, Jay, that's how fast you were moving, bro. Okay. Guys, as you were going through this, did your mace jump from one hand to the next?
So yeah.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's a switch.
Well, yeah.
Because it
and
needs
then
to float.
It's the float. When I'm pressing with my legs, my mace floats. When I press, float, float, float.
It's gotta float, boys.
From the bottom, I'm pressing with my legs. My mace stands up. All right, challenge. Slow as you can, as much air as you can. Nice, Monster. Make the mace fly. I want to hear contact with your hands from catching it. That's the one, Jay.
Don't spill the water.
Snatch the coin from Sensei's hand. Grab it. Ping. There it is, Quinn. Time.
This is beautiful.
All right. Hold the top of your mace. Hold the middle of your mace. Hold the bottom. Hold the top and hand off. 1, 2, 3. And just watch. Just watch. Please don't attempt. 1, 2, 3. You're doing a hand switch, right? You're doing a hand switch. The hand switch can go to the middle. The hand switch can go to the bottom. So as you're doing this, you can go to the middle. Guys, what do we do from the middle? All the cool stuff. We do mills. We do a bunch of cool stuff. All right. So, hey, just ideas for you guys to play with. Once we get into the mills, I would love it if you went through that. All right. You know what would make this more beautiful? Taking away from it. Adding a guide to your flow makes it magical for so many reasons. Your free hand now has an opportunity to transition whenever it wants. because it's on the mace. So what I would like for us to do is keep a hand on the mace. As we transition and switch, one hand goes bottom, one hand goes top. And so now we are doing our guided moon series. A crescent swing with a guide. Jamie, I know you're watching. Am I doing a 360 with my mace right now? It doesn't stop swinging in what direction? Clockwise, it keeps going. So, a very beautiful way to make the letter O. You guys see the letter O?
Yes.
I do.
So there's a billion different ways. You guys got to try with your guide?
Mhm.
Very good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Let's spend a little time in landmark 2. All right, guys, let's go and get into landmark 2. Under, over. There it is. All right, from our under over, I'm going to be on my left side. You should probably be on your right side. We're going to start to learn our Kimura. Right on? Our Kimura, it's an old jujitsu move. One of my favorite jujitsu moves. I'm going to take my top hand. Well, first let's pin the mace to your chest so that way we can hold our mace up, pulling with one hand. Yeah. Stick your belly out, it helps. Right on. Okay. So ideally, if I take my thumb and I press it into the head and I spread my hand out, as in my pinky's reaching this way, then it's not a pin to the midsection, but I'm pushing the head with my thumb and making my hand get bigger. If I do that, I can kind of make like the server's tray. That gives me a little bit of room. I'm going to take my top thumb off of my mace. Feel free. I'm going to put my arm into my mace, like I'm getting a headlock, and I'm going to grab under, over. And this is a Kimura. Prince, what landmark is this?
2.
Yeah, landmark 2. What hand position is this?
This is under, over.
Boom. And under, over, if you'll notice, is the same. Under, over. So let's try our Kimura now with a over, over grip. Okay, I have over. This hand has to grab over. And how does that feel? Feel like landmark 2?
Yes, sir.
It's landmark 2. All right. And let's go to landmark 2, over, over. Let's go to under, over. And let's switch sides. Very good. Howard, let's get your right elbow down and behind. Yeah, that looks good. We'll take our hand and we'll slide over, grabbing the mace, over, over. I'm sorry, over, under. Let's go back and let's go over, over. And let's go back. Very good. All right, and let's switch sides. All right, now this time I'm going to throw my Kimura in, and I'm going to bring the globe out in front of my heart. And in a sense, you can see it. I have made an X grip to hold my mace. My hands are crossing over each other. Very good. And let's go back. And let's switch sides. First, we go under. We control the position. And then we step out. Globe should not be in front of the armpit. If you have an arc reactor in your Ironman, it goes right in front of your heart. All right. I am a little bit a ways. You see? Are you guys close or are you far? Well, who knows? Let's get close. Whoa, who said? Is that you?
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's bring the mace far away. And in. Close your eyes. Strong back, push the mace away. Big heart, mace in. Big heart. Strong back. What'd you guys feel? Quinn, you were vocal. Was there any symbolism there for you?
I'm personally a big fan of the strong back pose, just because it, to me, it just feels very artistic, and it just it moves my spine, and I feel happy when I can move my spine.
Good.
So it's kind of a weird feeling when you're curled over and shoulders hunched up and everything, but to be able to have that nice position, and this the retraction of opening up and stuff too. This all in all, it feels good to be able to go to flexion and extension, big heart, strong back. It's probably one of my favorite things with my slow level 2 so far.
Beautiful. And let's get a little bit more information. And Madness, what do you feel when you're going through that?
All sorts of love goodness.
Love goodness.
So I feel like I'm offering some love here, and I feel like
From your heart.
Yeah,
the mace from your heart, offering.
Yeah.
Over a strong back. That's
Yep.
fucking beautiful.
Yep.
That's beautiful. Everybody go on.
This is great to hear, everybody.
Both hands open. And out. Yeah. I guess we can do it with 2 hands open. We haven't done that before. That's beautiful. I'm giving this. Let's bring it back. How many of you saw, and this is just me, I'm a samurai. How many of you guys saw? Oh!
Yeah, the sacrifice. Yeah.
Right?
Seppuku.
And how many of you saw, I'm getting this fucking sword out of me? So I like the idea of Bushido, taking not so much the ritual suicide, but rather pulling the fucking thing out. There's a scene in a King Arthur movie. King Arthur stabs his son with a spear. Or King Arthur's son stabs King Arthur with a spear. And you know what King Arthur does? Fucking pulls the spear through him so he can hug his son.
Oh.
Right. Nice, damn.
That's awesome.
So, beautiful thing, right? And how do we teach? How do we teach the Kimura? Well, first, it's got to have some really strong meaning to it, and then people do it like there's some really strong meaning to it. Holding under over, first we went to the mace, and then brought the mace down. For these next couple reps, what I want you to do is meet at the same time. Both hands go forward. Both hands go back. Both hands go forward. Both hands go back. Both hands forward. Both hands back. And you can hold whatever grip you want. You can lean back if you want. And when you are ready, let's switch sides after you've got some good reps, and both hands to center. Both hands to center. And keep going, Nathan. You look great, brother. Yeah. Montez, let me see you from the side, brother. Prince, same thing. Jay. That's where the art is. Prince, you're a little bit far out. I like to see the arm a little bent so that way I can go out or I can go in. Yes. Let's go a little higher with the mace head, a little lower with the elbow, just a tiny bit. There. I really like that angle for you. Howard looking good. Jay looking very good. I like the fingers open. And time. All right, let's take this one a step further. What is a step further?
Challenge 0.
And fist.
F1 is a step
Stop
where
step.
I'm going straight.
Don't like to stop step.
While in my step, I have the ability to travel towards the mace or away from the mace, because in my step, I can travel towards my knee or away. And so I'm going to go ahead and ground my knee. If I go toes on the floor, now I can move back really far. Sit on your heel. And now I can go all the way in. Look, tall active in the front, knee leading the way, big heart, beautiful shape, and breathe. And breathe. Pull the fucking sword out of you. I can take it. And out. And in. All the way back, toes on the floor, and into standing.
Oh.
Beautiful. Guys, I'm going to throw on a little bit of music just for a quick bit, and I'd love to see you guys move. Using just the Kimura. Just the Kimura, nothing else, just the Kimura. Can you guys hear the music?
Very
A
little.
little.
Got it. Is that better?
A little. Hey, that's better.
Got it. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Move your heart as far forward as you can and as far back as you can. Move your knee and hips as far forward as you can and as far back. More. Pull the sword out of your back. "30 seconds. Close your eyes. Big hearts. Strong backs. Go. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, my friends. How many of you felt something? Felt a little something? I hope you did.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. All right, our Kimura, Jeff and Adam taught a Kimura class. Not only did they take a Kimura class, but they took, we'll go ahead and quiz you. Josh, what position is this?
Kimura, landmark 2.
Very good. And what is this?
Rotated landmark 2.
Very
Kimura.
good. In a Kimura.
Yeah.
Very good. And what position is this?
Crossbody bottom. Crossbody bottom in Kimura. Crossbody bottom rotated in Kimura. Crossbody top Kimura. Crossbody top Kimura. Landmark 2 Kimura. Sword draw switch landmark 2 Kimura.
You're the fucking man, guys. The switch that we have been doing our whole life, our over 2 thumbs down switch, is the same from left side to right side. It exists. Here we go. Let's get a few. It exists on the side. Bonus points for whoever can name this flow.
It's a ballistic fighter flow, isn't it?
But it's not
Kimura fighter.
Kimura fighter.
Yeah.
All right, Kimura fighter into ballistic fighter. Into Kimura fighter. Into uppercut fighter. Into Kimura fighter. Into uppercut. Into ballistic. Did I lose you guys a little bit there? I think you got it. But it's the same dance. It's the same dance. We're just, yeah. And bonus points for anybody who can do that flow with one hand.
So Leo gets bonus points.
I don't know. There it is.
That's some homework right there. Ooh, that's sexy.
Guys, but it doesn't work unless you break all of the lines. For those of you who have done rope flow, you cannot be a still mace. You need to move your spine around the mace. Later on, we'll be doing some one-handed uppercuts in which you will have to move your body in and out of the mace. Continuing our education, I want you guys all to have this down, 100% down by next class. The true test, are you smooth? Are you fluid? Will be discovered right here. Under over. All right, so we've gone to our Kimura. We've met our Kimura. And now we are going to roll our top hand towards the sky, over. We're going to track the mace with our lats, squeezing our armpit, dropping our shoulder, and go out into Shaolin Zero. And let's pull our wrist and drive your wrist back. Beautiful. You have the Kimura that goes horizontal. Tail down, head up. You have the mace going across. You also have the mace making an arch over, across, over, across, going across, going over. If you're banging yourself on the wrist, there's probably some transition there that you might be missing. Over, across. What does across want you to do? It wants you to keep moving. And what does over want? It wants you to drop. Across wants you to keep moving. Hey, what step was that?
Crescent.
Crescent Step.
Yeah.
So what happens if I do the crescent step first to funnel energy into my mace? Wind up, I can do them both at the same time. Or I can do one at a time. Wind, set. Very cool. Let's go ahead and try that on both sides. I love it, madness. I love it. Yes. Guys, your shield hand needs to be better. Your free hand has to have a job. I love it, madness. Touch your heart with your hand. Block your head with your hand. Point your fingers. Make a fist. Just make it intentional. Yes, Jay. More focus on the free hand, the shield hand. Howard, make a fist in your free hand. Just make a fist. There you go, brother. Tighter. Make that fist tighter. Josh, that's the ticket. Look at you go. I like the way you move, Prince. Fuck yeah. Fuck with me. Let's go. This is too good to be true. Final step. Full catch. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to throw my mace into my position. What's something I can do to help out my landing? Not be so hard on my wrist.
Please relax.
Thank you so much, Quinn. Fuck yes. I'm getting too pumped up. If I put on my tall active, my hip doesn't want to hold its place because the heel's not on the floor. So naturally, my hip will want to move. My leg will not lock out because I now have this shock absorber. You'll notice your knee will rotate towards the mace. Your hips will open up towards the mace. And that is funneling energy, and you are allowed, especially on the one that goes over and makes the arc, you are allowed to do that lateral hip route we have been doing in our warm-ups. And let's go ahead and give it a try on the other side. I love it when the strong back carries up into the C-spine. Monster, I'd like for you to do the same thing, but let's go into a dragon step.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. Yes, everybody's going to watch Monster. Monster, let's see that how low we can get that mace towards the ground. Ooh. Lower. Right hand in the air. Higher, towards the sky. There. Beautiful. His dance partner is being laid over. Monster, continue to pivot to your right. Don't come back up the same way.
Same time?
Yep. With yes, 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 yes. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
The mace went across, it went horizontal, it went over, but what did it do in that position? It went down. It went down. All right, so you have some fun homework. Some light up yourself, light up your student. Spell your name in cursive.
Ooh.
Fun game. Pick out 5 words, all 4 letters. Love, work, you know, and then challenge your student. Pull one of the names out of the hat and make the letters. See what they come up with. Beautiful homework. For you, I need to know 2 things, and this is your homework, part of your certification. I need to know what Kimura means to you. I need to know what Shaolin 0 means to you. For me, Shaolin 0 means trust. No hands. Isn't that crazy? You motherfuckers are swinging mace with no hands. Think of the trust you have to have. It's a beautiful thing. In your manual towards the back, there are some journaling blocks, and there is the move Shaolin Zero in there. I would like for you guys to meditate on what Shaolin Zero means to you. Jamie, what would, oh no, that's Jeff. Jeff, if you can contribute on this one. What is a good way for me, Jeff, to figure out what Shaolin means to me? Shaolin Zero.
I would say to do lots of reps, experiment with active steps.
Change your environment.
Close your eyes.
Who said close the eyes?
Close your eyes.
Bro, you got to get inside. Turn the
Always
fucking
close your
out,
eyes.
man.
Throw
All
a
right.
blindfold on.
Close your eyes and then look. Here's another one for you guys. What color do you see? Do you see green? Green is the chakra color for the heart. Do you see red? What chakra color is that? So it's very neat to just take those symbolisms from them. For me, a simple practice of holding eventually it will come to me. And so we need to know what that information means to you, okay? It means trust to me. It doesn't need to mean trust to you, but here's some great advice. You don't need to name what every move does. We've done that for you to help give some idea. If you're teaching a move and you don't have your ethereal answer, this is what this means to me, you know it's a great story? Telling your coaches. To Leo Savage, the mill is how Leo honors his daughter. So before we do mills today, let's take that into heart. Guarantee you, your students will swing the mace differently. If you tell them, this means trust, we are working on trust. You have a student who's working on trust. What's a step we can take that deals with trust? The back step. Committing to your back step. I trust myself. I can step back. So adding trust plus trust, or trust plus the strong dragon. Those are positive ways to tune up your client. Okay. Big week for you guys. Please get through all of the swords and shields. Just to give you guys reference, you should be on video 9. Today we went over video 10. All right. We went through video 10, 11, 12. Guys, I really want you to watch those in their entirety. Get through the swords and shields over the weekend. I appreciate your guys' level 2 posted Instagram homework so much because I see your students doing it. I see your students doing it. So keep going, man. Keep going. Howard, you had a question?
Yeah, just at the end of the chapter, it says, you know, when applying landmarks, it says cross blade. Is that synonymous with cross guard, or is that, what is cross blade?
Cross leg?
No, cross blade. Cross blade.
Blade. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, cross blade is the 45 outside.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Okay, and I'll just cover this real quick for you. It is your job to put the cross blade into the mace animal. When am I ever in cross blade when I'm in mace animal? Cool.
In mace what?
Mace animal, which would be any of our floor work. Look,
When changing the angle of the mace.
when changing the angle of the mace, I could go from the mace being horizontal to the mace being vertical. So the cross blade fits on the ground. Very cool. Once we get through all of the swords and shields, we are going to reconnect with the floor and we will be doing more floor work. Guys, you can't hide on the ground. Momentum doesn't carry over very well on the floor. So you have to be strong to do it. Zach is one of the best mace swingers out there, one of the strongest. Had the most difficult time with this floor work, all right? So I think that's a very powerful thing to recognize. This will make your mace game stronger. Any questions for me?
Leo, real quick on the IGTV, since the videos load a little bit better and you guys recommend using them.
Yeah.
I think the swords and the shields only go up to video 11.
Got it.
Unless I missed
Yeah, I've
it,
had
but-
some problems posting the videos on IGTV, but we'll definitely give it another run. If you guys are having any difficulties watching the videos, there are a couple things that we might be able to do for that. So send Serena a message if you are having trouble, and I'll try and take care of that myself. All right, guys, thank you so much for making class. Stay savage. Take care.
Awesome.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.